There you see it, the first 100 days. We are just 2 days away now from President Obama's 100th day in office. That is the traditional landmark day. It offers a look at how things are going early on in a new administration. CNN senior political analyst Bill Schneider joining us with some interesting details. So, Bill, in these early months of this new administration, what is the public finding to be most controversial about President Obama?
Well, Virginia, his policies, much more than his personal qualities. Americans have two different assessments of President Obama, one personal, the other policy. President Obama's overall job approval as he nears his 100th day in office, 63%. But 75%, a noticeably higher figure, admire Mr. Obama's personality and leadership qualities. Do they agree with the president on the issues? 57% say yes. That's high, but it's nearly 20 points lower than Mr. Obama's personal appeal. A lot of Americans, more than 40%, say they disagree with President Obama on the issues.
I've listened carefully to the president's speech that night. I think it is the boldest effort to create a European socialist model we have seen.
President Obama is the mirror image of President Clinton. Clinton was personally a very polarizing figure. Remember the so-called morphing ads?
If you like Bill Clinton, you'll love Joe Prater.
But President Clinton's policies after the first 2 years were more moderate and consensus-driven. He triangulated.
The era of big government is over.
President Clinton engendered huge controversy over his stand on social issues like guns, gays in the military, and abortion. President Obama has treated those deeply divisive issues with caution.
I continue to believe that we can respect and honor the Second Amendment rights in our Constitution, the rights of sportsmen and hunters and homeowners who want to keep their families safe to lawfully bear arms.
Republicans hated Bill Clinton. How do they feel about President Obama? 2/3 disapprove of the job he's doing, but they're split over the president's personal qualities. Republicans disagree with him on the issues, overwhelmingly. With President Obama, the controversy is much more over the issues than the individual. With President Clinton, it was really the other way around. Mr. Clinton's signature policies, welfare reform, free trade, a balanced budget, were all passed with a lot of Republican support. Virginia?
Yeah, it's really interesting the way you juxtapose them, Bill. So you mentioned divisive issues in your piece. What about President Obama's decision to allow federal funding for embryonic stem cell research?
Well, that is, of course, a social issue. He signed that order. It took him a while to do it, but that does have the support of a majority of Americans. A lot of people have noticed that he has not yet taken action on ending what he said he would end, the don't ask, don't tell policy about gays in the military.
You also referred to Republican support of President Obama and how that breaks down. Can you break it down with regard to support of any of his policies?
Well, one in particular has gotten a lot of Republican support and even praise, and that's his policies in Afghanistan. The Republican Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, said, and I quote, "The president has done a fairly significant pivot away from his roots in the left of the Democratic Party, and I think he should be commended for it." So in Afghanistan, he's getting Republican support.